Tears of the Kingdom would not be a Legend of Zelda game without challenging puzzles and shrines that will get the grey matter in your head moving. Some of these shrines may prove to be too much of a challenge if you visit them early on in the game, as they require mastery of skills, and sometimes more hearts and stamina than you might have. There are plenty of them out there, and we've whittled down our list of the 10 most difficult shrines in Tears of the Kingdom. Spoilers ahead, obviously. Depending on which direction you take after jumping off Tutorial Island, you may find yourself in front of the Oshozan Yu Shrine. Getting to it may prove challenging, as it requires cold-resistant clothing or food, otherwise Link will freeze to death. To complete the Oshozan Yu Shrine, you will need to use your brain. The Ultra Hand ability will allow you to take advantage of the logs and rockets lying around to complete your goal. You can find the Igoshi Shrine on your way to the Water Temple. What makes this shrine quite challenging is the low gravity. If this is your first time experiencing it, it may take some getting used to. Not only will you have to calculate from which distance Link has to jump, but you will also have to use your abilities in a clever way. Ultra Hand, Recall and Ascend all play a huge role in the completion of this difficult shrine. You will most likely get to the, and I apologise if I'm butchering any of these names, the Chideg Shrine a bit later on your playthrough, as it's found in a tricky location. Although if you have already found the South Akala stable, it's not far from there. Chideg is one of the proving ground types of shrines. Link is stripped of all of his equipment and has to defeat various enemies using whatever the shrine provides him with. Here Link will have to use to his advantage the automated devices scattered around the arenas. It may sound easy, but the constructs are faster than you think, and your own devices can damage you if you're not careful. If you've been playing the game for hours and come across the Geocoon Shrine, leave it for later. This puzzle requires mastery of the Ultra Hand and a steady hand. This one may be more frustrating and time consuming than difficult, but it definitely needs a clear mind to complete. You'll have to build various platforms to navigate different kinds of rails. The final section can be a bit of a head scratcher, but with such a diverse toolset available, you're able to complete this shrine in a variety of creative ways. The Erotium Shrine will have you solving various difficult puzzles combined together. Do not rush and take your time planning your every move. This shrine can be completed through simple trial and error. By using Ascend, make a mental map of this labyrinth-like space and do not hesitate to get caught in lasers, because sometimes avoiding danger lasers can actually make the situation more confusing than it needs to be. The Zakuzu Shrine is located near the Mount Lanayu? I can't even say it. Here it is. This area, but can only be revealed after completing the shrine-related quest. You'll have to launch yourself into the air from the area's Skyview Tower and glide to a sky island southeast of it. Here you will find an altar from where you will have to jump through green light rings. The tricky part is, you'll have to equip a sled shield beforehand and snowboard through a challenging area. Just make sure to deploy your glider before you hit the ground. The Mayotaki Shrine is one found deep inside North Lomai Labyrinth. Labyrinths in Tears of the Kingdom are more complicated than in Breath of the Wild, as they'll have you solving puzzles on 3 different maps: Sky, Surface and Depths. Mayotaki can be a bit easier to complete if you use a few tricks to get on top of the labyrinth and then jump back down to the location of a hidden ladder. If you do decide to go the traditional way, it may take some time, but the experience is worth it. The Mayumeka Shrine is one that you will find by following the main story. When you're helping the Rito village get rid of the massive blizzard, you'll find yourself ascending through floating rocks into the sky. On your way, you'll come across the Mayumeka Shrine. Finding it is not as challenging as completing it. Link will have to use his bow and arrows cleverly in order to succeed. If you don't have any bow and arrows on you, you better get back to the village and stock up. The Sifumim Shrine is the most challenging one among the proving ground types. As the name suggests, you should not rush, but instead take your time and go with the flow. In this case, the flow of the water. The shrine can be found near Lurlin village and will have you battling against various challenging constructs. Once again, all your gear will be removed, so you'll have to use the tools provided and strip your opponents from their weapons. The Ryog Shrine is the most challenging in Tears of the Kingdom, and it will have you using all of Link's special abilities to succeed. Not only that, but you'll have to solve various puzzles, taking advantage of all the logs and items scattered around the area. From using Ultra Hand to fix gears and combining Recall and Ascend to reach the end goal, you will need mastery of all skills. If you want to acquire the hidden chest of this shrine, that will also need clever use of the surrounding logs. And that is the end of this list. Thank you as always for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, go on down below, hit the like and subscribe buttons and give the bell icon a quick ding so that you get notified whenever we've got new stuff for you to watch. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, cheers my dears.